So I've come out to Marmion. It is freezing cold. Let's see what I can find in the water. I'm still adjusting myself to the temperature. We're supposed to be in autumn and today is supposed to be 35 degrees, which is why I decided to come to the beach. Last time I came to the beach I didn't find anything, so let's see how I go. So one of the first things I did notice is I didn't see very many fish. Might be too cold for them, I'm not sure. But one of the first things I did notice was there was so much abalone. Now, I'm not really sure what time of the season abalone is due for, like harvest, I suppose you can say, but I'm pretty sure this area here you're not allowed to pick the abalone because this is a nature reserve. So as you notice, there's so many shells as I float around the water. So you may see me actually kind of like bouncing up and down, and that's not me really swimming. I'm just letting the waves take me. I'm just floating up and down on the surface. And yeah, let's see what else I can find. I'm still looking for those fish though. I decided to move down a little bit further because I wasn't really seeing much. Lots of seashells though. Lots of rocks here. So I thought I'd give you a bit of an idea of where I'm swimming today. So I'm currently over at Marmion Beach Reserve here in Perth. And when I first got in the water, I was swimming around the northern reef. So I actually started swimming kind of technically at the finish line of the dive trail if I was to follow the dive trail. And because I wasn't really seeing a hell of a lot, I got out of the water and moved over to the southern reef. But then the waves kind of just pushed me and I floated back over to the northern reef anyway. So I headed out towards the back end. This is where I ended up seeing more fish and where I was following along with the cod. Well, I think it's a cod. If I'm wrong, let me know. Plenty of different seagrasses to see and definitely a beautiful swim on this part of the coast. I'm trying to work out if I'm looking at abalone or not. I see lots of them. I keep finding my cod. A few blowfish, a couple whiting. Well, maybe it's too close to the fish, I'm not sure. Every now and then the waves keep breaking over the back of the reef here. And then that's what pushes up all the sand. And then I get the whitewash and that makes it a little bit hard to see in some areas. I'm standing on the reef. So here is a little abalone shell that I found floating on the surface of the water here. I picked it up because I wanted to show you all the little sea plants that were growing on top. I'd love to know how long these plants have been growing here. And how cool is the underneath of the shell? It's almost like a pearl. But yes, because this is a reserve, I need to place it back in the water because these shells can actually act as little homes to other little fish and crustaceans. Oh, another thing I need to show you, how cool is this? Just off the surface of the coast here, you can actually spot Rotnest Island. So Rotnest Island is technically roughly, I think it's 19 kilometers off the shore of Perth. And this is where the happiest animal on earth, the quokkas, live. I'd love to get a day where I can go back out to Rotnest Island to go see the quokkas, but for now, check out what I found in the bushes. I noticed there was a skink right next to my towel. So along the coastlines of Perth, there's plenty of shrubs and there's lots of little animals that like to live about in the area, including plenty of reptiles. And yeah, the skinks were also hanging around near the toilet plug area. I noticed that someone has been putting water out for them. As you can see, it looks like a little pet dish. And while I was having a little rest here, I noticed plenty of them were trying to come out and say hi. So after all that swimming, I was pretty knackered and it was time to go get a cheeky little snack. So I moved up a little bit further from the coast and I found myself a muffin and a smoothie and sat by the beach to eat. And then this cheeky little skink comes out of the bush and was trying to nick my food. And I thought maybe it might just eat some of the crumbs, but no, it took the whole thing. So obviously I had to go get it because the wax paper is obviously no good for these skinks. So I may not have found anything interesting to keep from the beach, but I definitely saw some interesting things. Plenty of abalone, cute little fish, beautiful seagrasses along the reef, and plenty of skinks as well.
Okay guys, so I've finished now. That was definitely unexpected. I ended up scraping some of the crumbs up and leaving it in the bush and it did come and eat it. Definitely unexpected. So yeah, wasn't a hell of a lot to find in the beach. I did find some pretty cool fish and some pretty cool skinks. So that's what I found at the beach today. Alright, have fun and hope you come, hope you enjoy, and I'll see you next time. Bye.